Welcome to another farm update. We're at our house now, so not at the farm. This is where we have our chickens. So in our side yard here, you can see we've got one of our chicken tractors that houses all of our layers. So we'll take a look at that here in a second. And then farther down, we have our two chicken tractors that have our 104 broilers that we're going to be butchering here in a few weeks. So we'll go take a look at those.
So you shouldn't have to feed these guys at all. Just gotta move them in the morning.
So we move these chicken tractors twice a day, and that gives our chickens access to new grass and bugs and things, and they're not standing in their poop. So it's a lot more of a humane way of doing it. It's a pretty simple system. It has wheels on the back, so we just move it up the length of the chicken tractor, and then they've got access to the new stuff. They seem to enjoy it pretty well. So here we have our broilers. This is our newest chicken tractor. I think it's crazy how ugly these chickens get as they're getting older. But we've got roughly 50 in this one and roughly 50 in the other one, that's correct, right? Yeah, so about 50 in this one and about 50 in the other one. And yeah, they've got 3 or 4 more weeks on them before we'll butcher. And they will grow rapidly between those periods of time. We've got really bad buffalo gnats here, so we've got these fans that run to kind of keep the air moving, make sure it's not stagnant. And those buffalo gnats don't appreciate that, so they'll keep themselves off of our chickens and leave them alone. So we are back on the farm location, not at our house. And this is where we've got the sheep. You can see that we're grazing them in the woods here. They're setting up the new paddock to put them into. We've got our ladies and gentlemen here. I don't think I've posted anything about our new lambs, so here you'll get a first look, and I'll try to put up some pictures here in the next few moments. All right, we've got, man, they've gotten so big, it's hard to recognize some of them. We've got Midnight there, the one that's all black. We've got Sweet Girl had a few. I did not do all the naming, so we'll have to have Dad come over here and tell me which ones are which. But it's really hot out here right now, and we're kind of in a drought. We have water for them, but you can see they're definitely trying to conserve energy and move as little as possible. We just opened up our new paddock. Everybody's favorite part, watching them run towards us. Some of them haven't noticed that we've opened up a new one yet. When they do, they come running. You can see they're losing the winter coat, which is really nice. That was some thick hair, and I'm sure it was unpleasant to be that hot all the time. Like I said, these lambs are getting pretty big from when I've seen them last. So now we're going to be checking on some of our beehives. That's one that we've had established for a little while. And this is one that we just caught in a swarm trap yesterday. So now we're going to finish the transition process and get them fully into their hive instead of the swarm trap. That way they've got more room and we can put more frames in. So I've got myself suited up, gloves and everything. Normally the bees will go for just your face and like your ears. They're really good at picking out weak points. But I'm not going to get super close, so I'm not going to cover my legs at all. Hopefully that's not a problem. Bees don't tend to like wet weather. If they know if like a storm is coming, they'll be more aggressive and more protective of the hive. But since it's just a really hot June day, they should be relatively relaxed. So hopefully we'll see. Just like the bee movie. So the best way to open a hive is from behind. That way you're not in their flight path. So right now Dad is taking out one of the frames that has plastic comb starter on it, and he is switching it out with one that has wax frame. The bees tend to take to better. So as you can see, he's taken the old frame out. He's just brushing the bees off. It's a really gentle process. Very few bees are harmed when that happens. Here in a second, I might get to come up closer and give you a good look at what these frames look like inside the hives once he stops messing with them. What is it?
You want to come look this?
A little bit. Hopefully you can see there, they're starting to build hive or build comb.
That's brood.
Uh-huh.